Welcome back to Juice from the Cuse. You're in Cory's Corner. Today, my guest is fitness expert, fitness enthusiast, motivational speaker, CEO of the Loft Atlanta, and Fit Formula 21, a successful online fitness program that he runs with his wife, Mrs. 2 Weeks Out. My guest, Jason, Mr. 2 Weeks Out Lobdell. What's going on, bro?
What's up, cuz?
Ain't nothing. How the year been treating you, man?
Everything been good, man. Trying to scale these businesses, you know what I'm saying? That's
Okay.
it.
Okay. So my first question I wanted to ask you, what inspired you to pursue a career in fitness?
So when my wife got pregnant with my son, she gave birth and she gained like 50 pounds. It was different from our first pregnancy.
Okay.
So she had a lot of weight on her and she was trying to get it off, right? So she went to a local trainer, and started training with him. And eventually I started training with her.
Okay.
And I just fell in love with fitness. You know what I'm saying? I had a personal trainer for 6 years. And while I was in there, I did bodybuilding competitions. We were like the trophy clients, right? We were the
Okay.
clients that, the people looked up to, and we used to help them like, hey, this is what I do. This is what I do for my nutrition. And he was like, man, you should be a trainer. Only problem was I was making good money with, my trucking in the trucking industry, and I didn't see the dollar in becoming a trainer because all the trainers I knew was broke. So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool, but that ain't what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I did the money part of it, but eventually the opportunity presented itself for me to invest in the gym. So I put some bread down on the gym, and the gym wasn't really moving like I thought it would. So
Hmm.
then I had to roll up my sleeves and start training. So that's basically how I became a trainer. I bought a gym as an entrepreneur, and the gym was slow, so I had to roll up my sleeves and get busy.
Okay. Okay. All right. So like, what's your worth ethic when it comes to like life and business?
Um, I think that a lot of people always try to find like the work-life balance. Me personally, I bring both of them together, right? Like my kids, sports, so whatever they got going on, that really trumps my business endeavors, right? Like I was
Mhm.
fortunate enough to be able to maneuver around them, right? But when it comes to my actual business, I just involved the whole family. You know what I mean? I had a gym. I was taking a lot of time from me and my wife, so she started a class at the gym, and she had the largest class at the gym, right? I had an online program. I'm spending a lot of time on my online program. I put her back in this business, and she had a booty program for the online program. You know what I mean? So I do a lot of family economics, right?
Okay.
You come to my gym, my brother Apple, he's out in the front, you know what I'm saying? Security, making sure ain't nobody breaking in cars. You might come in the front desk, my daughter Riley at the, taking names at the front desk.
Okay.
I'm training clients, my wife teaching a class, you know what I mean? So I basically brought my family to the gym, and my kids grew up in the gym. So
Yeah.
that's how I,
Okay.
balanced the two.
Okay. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So what's one of the most important lessons that you've learned in your career?
Chase your dreams or end up working for the nigga who chase his.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's really that simple. A lot of people I started with, or a lot of people who want to jump off the porch, they just never jumped off the porch. You know what I mean? They never dove in that pool. They put they toe in and it's too cold, and they wait for it to warm up. You know what I'm saying? While you waiting for it to warm up, I'm collecting checks. I'm progressing. You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
people acting like people are naive enough to think that tomorrow's promise, and it's not promised to none of us. So
None of us.
you
Yeah.
know, yeah, so man, if I make a mistake, I make a mistake going full speed ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like if I make a mistake, I'm gonna run through the wall. I'm not gonna run into the wall and fall. I'm gonna run through that bitch when I make
Yeah.
my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So, you fuck up fast, you correct it fast. You know what I'm saying? So, we don't never go into it thinking that we gonna mess up, but life happens, and I'd be a fool or a damn liar to say everything I tried worked. You know what I mean? Even when it came to fitness, that shit, it was a struggle at first, you know what I'm saying? But I overcame the adversity and, got shit cracking.
Yeah. Okay. So give me a time, speaking of that, like give me a time where you've dealt with those type of trials and tribulations and how did you overcome it?
So 2025, 2015, 10 years ago, when I acquired the gym, and I told you I tried to get into the actual business of the gym business, I left my trucks alone. I hired some people to run my trucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what up happening was they wasn't running the trucks like I was running the truck. So
Okay.
the contractor called like, yo, you need to get your ass back on these trucks. These guys messing up, da da da. I'm like, damn, real, for real? I'm like, okay, but I'd have been in the gym for about a month. I'm like, boy, I ain't no way in the hell I'm going back. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Um, I I was making good money in the truck, but in the meantime, I discovered my passion, right? And if people have a hard time discovering what their passion is, I always tell them, if every job paid the same amount of money, what job would you wake up every morning and do with a smile on your face? And for me, that was personal training. So I went in the personal training, and like I said, the only problem was I wasn't making money. I'm making $2,000 a month personal training. I'm making $500 a week personal training, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I'm making $2,000 a week on the truck. So
Okay.
I got a six-figure business that I'm leaving to, you know, that he's trying to get me to come back to, but I want to do this trucking thing. So I came to a crossroad where I had to pick passion over paycheck,
Passion
right?
and paycheck.
Passion over paycheck. So when I picked passion over paycheck, that means my S550 big boy, big body Mercedes had to go back. I watched my shit leaving on tow truck. I had
Yeah.
to get rid of one of the Rolexes. I had to, my house, I was like behind a month on my mortgage. You know what I mean? It was just like shit got bad, man. But when shit get bad, you need that rain. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't shit
Exactly.
just grow in the fucking desert. It's sunny all day. It ain't shit gonna grow. You need trials and tribulations. You need ups and downs, ebbs and flows. And when I had my back against the wall, I was depressed, but I was studied. You know what I'm saying? When I got depressed, nigga, I closed down and opened up a book. I'm on YouTube University. I'm on all type of shit trying to figure out what these niggas doing that I ain't doing to make this bread.
Okay.
And one thing I just discovered, man, I was just being like, I was being too polished. I wasn't being myself. I wasn't, popping my shit how I pop it, and I
Mm-hmm.
end up doing my thing, and I end up bringing my real personality instead of trying to be professional and shit like that. I brought my real personality to the forefront, and that's when I started making money. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It's enough Jimmys, it's enough Johnnies, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't no Jason Lobdells. And when
Okay.
I start popping my shit, that's when the shift changed. But long story short, I end up leaving the trucking industry, buckle down with my wife, like, yo, shit gonna get rough for a minute, but I believe I'm dope enough as a trainer that I can match that income. And man, I made $25,000 the whole year, 2025. By the time 2020, by the time 2016 came, the very next year, I was making $25,000 every fucking week. You know what I'm saying? So it really changed in the blink of an eye for me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take that shit for granted. It wasn't nothing that happened by luck. It wasn't nothing that happened that all of a sudden. It took a year of depression and shit like that. But I took the same work ethic I had. I had the same work ethic I had on them trucks. Waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, getting on the dock at 5 o'clock, shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. Niggas getting to the gym at 7 o'clock. I'm there 2 hours earlier than them. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I'm really, really, really getting busy and changing the culture of the gym. You know what I mean? And a lot of shit that's going on in Atlanta today, I got a lot to do with that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah.
niggas took my motto and how I operate and what my gym looked like from top to bottom, and these niggas done took my whole shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm an innovator. You know what I mean? And
And you set the tone for it. So you know what I
I
mean? Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
yep,
It seems like it's a test of faith, and it showed. Sometimes we put in situations where it's we supposed to show our strength in those times when they're expecting us to be weak. You know what I mean? So
100%. Yep.
okay. So I know that you work a lot with the youth. You give a lot back to the community. What's some advice that you would give them or anybody just trying to pursue their careers, their goals, whatever it may be?
I would tell people, like, I get a lot of people that say, "Hey, bro, I got $1,000. What should I do with it?" If you got $1,000, nigga, go buy $1,000 worth of courses. Go get in this nigga mentorship for 500. Go get in this nigga shit for 250. Go get in this nigga shit for 250, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of shit ain't sexy. A lot of shit ain't what it's supposed to be. I found myself jumping in shit that I see everybody else jumping in, real estate, goddamn trucking, and all this old shit. And ain't none of that shit work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you start investing in shit that you like, right? When you start paying your attention. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you tune into, you turn into, right?
Okay.
And that's basically how that shit goes. So if somebody wanna make some money, you gotta learn before you earn. You know what I'm saying? You gotta earn before you could take that L away and start earning. So that's what I did, man. Continuous education was the deal, a life changer for me. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Once I started studying other people who were doing the things that I want to do and seeing how they want to do it, the next thing I did was I saw somebody in that field who was teaching it, right? Damn,
Hmm.
these niggas teaching this. They teaching how to speak. You know what I'm saying? They teaching how to do this, that, and the third. And I just invested in myself. So I think that's the first step. And I think a lot of people miss that step. You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
lot of people miss the education piece, but that shit is big.
But that's true, like what you said, learn before you earn, because a lot of people do look at it from a perspective of what they can gain out of it, what they're gonna make, but they don't look at educating themselves and being prepared and knowing how to deal with losses, because that always comes with business. So
That's a fact. That's a
okay.
fact. 100%.
All right. Well, the last thing, man, I just need you to let everybody know where you at.
Man, listen, I'm Jason Lobdell, Mr. 2 Weeks Out on Instagram, and I'm checking in at Cory's Corner, live and direct, man. Y'all check me out on all platforms, Mr. 2 Weeks Out, but Jason Lobdell, that's what it is.
And I'm definitely gonna put all your info there, man. So definitely, bro, I definitely appreciate this, man.
No, already, man. Anything for you, cuz.
All right.